4 marks. Section number 196, appointment of managerial person and remuneration thereof, rules 2014. Section 203, appointment of key managerial persons, and it has come out of revision test paper March 21, carrying 4 marks. Section number 196, with reference to the points are whether simultaneous appointment of the managing director and manager is possible, how long the managing director or manager can be appointed, what are the basic conditions for appointment of a person as a managing director or manager, appointment of a managing director, approval of the board, notice to the shareholders for their approval, approval of the shareholders, in certain cases approval of the central government, and filing of form number MR1 with the MCA 21 portal, and agreement, if any, with the managing director and that of a company are dealt in section number 196. A managing director and a manager cannot be appointed or employed at the same time by any company. So there can be either a managing director or a manager. The term of appointment or reappointment shall not be exceeding 5 years at a given point of time. Reappointment may be considered not earlier than 1 year before the expiry of his term. Suppose 5 years appointed, 4th year we can consider for reappointment, but not on the 3rd year. Basic conditions: the age of the proposed person shall not be below the age of 21 years, but not attain the age of 70 years. Suppose he is going to exceed 70 years, then there is another requirement is there. A special resolution has to be passed by the shareholders at the general body meeting. And not an undischarged insolvent at any time or at any time adjudged as an insolvent cannot be appointed. Insolvent or adjudged or a person who has applied for insolvency cannot be appointed as a managing director or a manager. A person who has suspended the payment to his personal creditors or makes or has at any time made a composition with them. Composition with them means he is reducing the amounts due to them and then coming for an amicable settlement. Conviction at any time, if a person has been convicted by a court of an offence and sentenced for any period exceeding more than 6 months. So suppose he has been convicted for less than 6 months, he can be considered for appointment. If a person is aged above 70 years, by passing a special resolution by the shareholders in the general body meeting of a person who has attained 70 years may be appointed, justification for its appointment shall be provided in the notice calling for the meeting of the shareholders by way of an explanatory statement why we are appointing this person who is aged more than 70 years. If only an ordinary resolution is passed then by the shareholders, then the board may make an application to the central government with the reason that how his appointment will be most beneficial to the company, therefore asking the central government to approve that particular person as the managing director or manager of the company who has attained 70 years and above. If the central government is satisfied, they may permit such an appointment with an ordinary resolution of the shareholders. The terms and the conditions of the appointment, remuneration payable to the managing person depending upon the effective capital of the company and other conditions of appointment are given in schedule number 5. Such appointment, remuneration, terms and conditions thereof shall be approved by the board of directors at a meeting held prior to his appointment. So therefore compare schedule 5 and also agree with the terms of appointment at the board meeting. After the board has appointed, a notice must be given to the shareholders, or even further notice to the board or the shareholders meeting shall be given considering the appointment shall include the terms, conditions of appointment, remuneration payable, such other matters including the interest of any director who is interested in this appointment or the director in such appointment if any. So therefore son is appointed, the father is interested. Daughter is appointed, the father is interested. Wife is appointed, the director is interested. So therefore such disclosures must be made in the notice calling for the board meeting or that of the shareholders meeting after the board has approved. Approval of the board shall be further subject to the approval of the shareholders. First board approval, second one is the shareholders approval at the next general body meeting of the company held immediately after the appointment by the board. So therefore get first board approval, subsequently the shareholder approval. There are other points. If the appointment and remuneration are varied from the conditions contained in part 1 of the schedule 5, then approval of the central government is required. If it is going to remain within the schedule 5, then board approval and shareholder approval is sufficient. If it is in variance, then central government approval is required. The company is required to file an intimation in the form number MR1 within 60 days from the date of appointment by the board with the registrar of companies, not with the approval by the shareholders, but by the board within 60 days you have to intimate. It is advisable to enter into an agreement with the managerial person, giving therein the terms and conditions of appointment, remuneration, perquisite stock option, loan facility, powers and duties, confidential policy and exit policy, etc. must be given in the particular mention. Earth Developers Limited, a Bangalore-based company. It is regular in filing its annual return and as well as the financial statement. So therefore there is no default. The company is having 4 directors. So far no managing director has been appointed. It is a limited company. Due to manifold increase in the construction work undertaken by the company for the last 2 years, it is urgently felt that a managing director needs to be appointed. Mr. P is appointed as a managing director by the board of directors at its meeting specifying the terms, conditions including monthly remuneration payable to him. The question is examine the requirement and validity of an appointment of Mr. P in the given scenario in the context of the relevant law. So therefore the details of the company for checking the applicability of mandatory appointment of a managing director, key manager person under section 203 is not provided. Therefore it is assumed that the company is not required mandatorily to appoint a key managerial person under section 203. Therefore the provisions of section number 196 for the appointment of a managing director, namely he can be appointed for 5 years, he shall not be less than 21 years, he cannot exceed 70 years, he should not have been insolvent, he should not have been convicted by a court of law. So therefore based upon these conditions the person can be appointed as a managing director, and his salaries under the terms of appointment shall be as per schedule number 5. If it is going to vary, then the central government approval is also required. First the board approval, subsequently the shareholders approval, followed with the central government approval if the terms are going to vary with reference to schedule number 5. If he is of a more than 70 years old, then the permission of the shareholders at a general body meeting is required by a special resolution. If only ordinary resolution is been, then the approval of the central government is also required. Company is required to file a return called MR1 within 60 days from the date of appointment by the board of directors, and there shall be an agreement between the company and that of the proposed appointee, namely Mr. P.